Alright guys, I don't know if you can see me alright. I've just got down to Walcott. Gonna be fishing, well, as long as I can really. It's about 8:30 now, 8:45. I think it's gonna be low tide at 10 o'clock and then it's gonna be coming back all night long, so I'll have to be a bit careful. The beach has changed a lot since last time I got down here, a real lot. I mean, they've had a big storm that's washed the whole beach away. All these storm defences behind me, breaker walls, you couldn't see them before. I got down here thinking, this don't look like the Walcot I know. I was talking to a guy, had a massive storm, a couple of big, really high tides, spring tides, and the sand was covering all these. I don't know if you can see them at all, but yeah, the sand was covering all these breakers, flushed up to the top of them, and the sand is just gone. The whole beach is gone, and that's why we're about 3 foot down off the wall. So I found a place where I can get out if the tide gets quite high, but the high tide, the last high tide mark, looks like it's about 8 to 10 foot from the wall itself. So but the water's low now, it looks calm. So yeah, here it goes. It's quite warm actually tonight, I'm surprised, but yeah, still early, but I haven't cast out yet. You probably won't be able to see, but let's have a look. Got some new gear, got brand new Lenafe 14 foot full carbon long cast rod, and a brand spanking new Shakespeare Salt Surf XT reel. Looks fantastic, and pretty much the same as the other one. Another long cast, and this Shakespeare Salt XT 7000, both 7000, both with 55 pound leader onto 45 pound 9-strand Hercules braid. This rig, I'm just going to fish a one up, one down. I want to see what the state of the tide's doing first. Another rig, I've got a 3-hook flapper, 2 up, 1 down. But I'm just going to have a quick exploratory cast. I've got fresh mackerel and squid. I've been to the fish shop today, wet fish shop. Got some lovely bait. Got some fresh octopus, fresh squid, fresh mackerel, some fresh mussels, and some some sardines. I've also got some fresh herring as well, so I might be putting that on later on. Right, I'll get back to you when I cast in. Right, wish me luck. I'm going to walk this down and then have to walk back, so I don't want to go too far close to the water tonight when it starts to be on the flood. I'll just walk it back a little bit, see how it goes. Right, see what happens there. I'll try and point this up towards the rod tip so you can see a bit better. Well, quick update guys. It's 10 o'clock now, so it's bang on low tide. I just moved a bit closer because it was way too far away from the water, and the line was just getting picked up on the breaking wave there. But it's not high tide till 10 to 4. I've got 4 ounce lead on, This is holding nicely, there's no flow really. Still getting a bit of that sea fret now. Starting to lay on everything. Damp fog. But it's not cold. Got coffee. We've had about 4 casts. No bites as yet. I think there's a lot of crabs out there. But I've still got the one rod, but now I sort of like know what the tide's doing. I'm going to set up the other rod and just go for the 2 up, 1 down and see what occurs. But I've never been a fan of nighttime fishing overnighters. I've never done any better, apart from when I'm going carp and catfishing and that. Coarse fishing or sea fishing, I never seem to do any better going at night than I do in the day or very early morning, so I'm not very optimistic. I reckon you can get a good early night's sleep, get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, have 6-7 hours sleep, get up at 2, come down, do just as well. I always have, but I could be proved wrong. We'll have to wait and see. I was just about to sign off there, which I think I did, and I just got a bite. It was shaking away. It's still there, is it gone? There's definite bite, definitely. You can tell the difference between the gentle tide pull and bite, or it just start riveting. Yeah, I missed that one. I'll give it a bit of time. It's 11 o'clock. No fishes yet. It's been very quiet. Load of crabs, tune baits, a little bit of angel weed coming about, as I call it. Just that really fine weed, but nothing dramatic. It's completely slack at the minute. No fish, but it's 11 o'clock. Hopefully when the tide turns a bit, start getting a bite, but no whiting, no dance. Be quiet. And the only one here. It's got to be a bit careful. I'm on the high point of the beach here, so I walk down from the weather bank, which is lower down there. But I've noticed behind me the wet channels that I know I can always see comes in from the right hand side. The water flood behind me, and the high tide mark here. Probably about 15-20 feet behind me, but the beach is again about 30 yards, 25 yards. I can move back. I've got about 6 floodlights with me, so I can keep an eye on things. But I'm feeling a bit more optimistic now, and if it is going to be really quiet, I'll go set up the other rod and put a great big bit of squid and mackerel on. Cast it out, or a bit of crab. I've got some crabs with me, cut a couple of them up and bind them on, and hope for something big and just chuck that out. But it never gets that dark here. We've got backed into the left there with all the lights. And there's a load of bungalows and static caravans behind me with lights. There's a little tap on the right hand one, but whether it's crabs, it's not violent. It's not violent take. I think it's just crabs. If it was a bite, the rod tip would be like that. But yeah, just at the minute, just going with the 1 up, 1 down, and a 2 up, 1 down. But very quiet. Last time I did a night session here, it was quiet. I don't know, as I say, I mean, I don't live right next to it. It's the closest place is this place, which is about a 40-minute drive. Ooh. So I've just got to take it, you know, when you get a bit of time off, you fancy going. I can't be picky and choosy about picking the best times and the best tides. If I've got a bit of time off, I've just done 9 days in a row at work. Got back yesterday, I did about 15 hours overtime last week, and I was just too tired after the time I got back last night. I thought, oh, just gonna have a few beers and chill. Got up, did a few jobs today, and yeah, you got to take every spare bit of time you can. So my fishing's got to just fit around whatever I can. I can't go, oh, I'm going to go that day and that day because of the high tide. You know, I'll go when I can go and just hope for the best. So it's 11:45. Still no bites. I brought in the right hand side rod. All 3 hooks were bare. So it's my worst nightmares. Just getting crab. Nothing on the left one. Just brought it in and bait untouched. So just put fresh bait on, recast out, right hand one. I've made a decision. I'm just going to stick with 2 rods. One is dark and I can't see exactly what's going on, but I've changed the rig completely. I'm just gone for up and over dropper, and let's put a big bit of squid and herring on there with a bit of prawn and squid head. And a big bait, 6 ounce lead. I'll just hook that one as far as I can. 3 cast out. It might get nibbled away by crabs, but outside chance of a dogfish or something. So, but it's a nice night. Absolutely not a breath of wind. It's dried up. That sea fret's gone. It's bright enough. Well, it's not dark, it's not pitch black. Still see with just a head torch, but a bit quiet. So I'll probably give it another 2 to 3 hours. If it isn't picked up by then, and I'm just catching crabs, I have to make a decision what to do. Pack up the gear, go and have a kip in the back of the car, or have an early-ish night, head off about 3 o'clock, and that's just the waves breaking. The problem of being so far back, I don't want to get too close to the you need a tight line. It's got a clutch set to drag on that, just in case anything does slam it. But you never know. It's 11:45. It should be. Give it another half an hour, 45 minutes, and then the tide will change. You start to flood. It's 12:15. There's not a lot to report really, but the cast back out, check the rods, check the baits, all good. Very, very, very quiet. Still getting crabbed. The tide is on the flood. I can see it to my left of me coming along the boards now, so no doubt give it half an hour. I am going to have to move back. It is high tide around 4 o'clock, so yeah, only 4 hours, so it will be, well, I can visually see it on the flood now. Boarding to the left of me, there's a little low-cut channel and started to flood along there. I'll give it another 2-3 hours, and if I don't get anything, I think it's going to be an early night, and then we'll might go along to Galston Pier and fish there early in the morning. Instead of going home and being a wasted trip, I might pack my gear up, see how I'm feeling, how tired I am. I might grab an hour or two's kip in the back of the car. The back seats are all down. I might grab an set my alarm and then head off to Galston, fish off the end of the pier and give that a go. And try and salvage something. But at the minute, the only thing that's biting was of me a minute ago having my sandwich and the crabs. Maybe made the wrong decision to come here tonight. Maybe I should have taken a long drive to Corton, or I was toying with North Beach, but I've been there a couple of times, but yeah, it's always good. But you never know, you never know. It's not over to the fat lady things. It's time yet, but it doesn't look promising. Oh, quick update, if there's anything to update. It's about 1:15. It's as dead as a tramp's bloody vest. Oh, I've seen more life in a tramp's vest, bloody hell. Tide's really on the flood. I've just had a crack off on my right hand rod. Don't know what happened there. Checked everything, it was running nice and free. Checked the knot was at the back. Double checked, just to know whether a bit of braid got wrapped around the tip or something, but lost the rig. So I don't think I'm going to give it too long. Another half an hour. I'm just absolutely getting nothing. Not even any crabs. Not a touch. Bringing the rods back. Bait still there, intact. Well, the big bait I bought in, and just to check it, but there's two peeler crabs all over the bait. But very, very disappointing. So just contemplating my next move. Go home, get some sleep, get up early, and go Galston, I think, and just try there for the day. I'm getting tired. I've been up since 7:15 this morning. I didn't get to bed till 2 o'clock. Sitting and chilling, having a few beers, and watching a few films. But I've got to be a bit careful in there. It's getting dark now. The tide's pushing right in. I can see it pushing up against the boards, in and around. There's like a channel with a big puddle behind me where it will come in and behind me, and to the left, to the right hand side as well. So I'm going to give it another half an hour. If nothing happens, I should make moves, get home, leave the gear in the car. I'll get the bait, stick the bait back in the fridge. Most of it's been still frozen solid. It's in the thing with, yeah, and most of the bait will still be frozen solid, but I'll put some back in the freezer, in the backpacks, and then the rest of the fresh stuff I'll keep fresh, stick it back in the fridge, get a few hours sleep, then get up and just head straight out for tomorrow, I think. Don't think I'm missing anything here. So I hope to see you again in another video. Hopefully tomorrow. I reckon Galston Pier is calling me for whatever reason. But let's see who got it wrong tonight. Well, tomorrow's another day. Wow, he is so close to the wreck. I know, he obviously knows what he's doing because he's moored up and anchored, but I'm not sure what boat it is. We'll probably see in a little bit when it gets light, but the wreck is literally, well, where that buoy is in front, I suppose, but he obviously knows what he's doing. Where the buoy is. So he's probably 400 or 500 yards just literally off the wreck. Well, it's looking nice and flat, and it'll be a high tide at 8:10 today. What a fantastic day. Oh, I just love this place. I love this place. It's about as far as you can go south from Norfolk before we start getting into Suffolk. Right, let's go and get the beer. Beer? Beer? What the hell? 4:30 in the morning. Oh, beer, yeah. Let's go get the gear. Oh, another whiting. The top snood again. It's nicely hooked. I think I'm just gonna start hitting any knocks and rattles, and there might be small whiting just smashing at the bait, but I think I'm just going to be almost like I'm river fishing. As soon as I get a tap or a rattle, I'm going to be on it. Whether it doesn't matter how many times I have to cast in and cast out again, as long as I stop them crabs getting to my bait. I've only got one rod out and the big rod, but the big rod again I won't leave out for. Let's go for the flesh side, through the skin, back through the flesh. Give it a bit of a bend in there so it doesn't tear. And I've cut up some little strips of squid ready to go. Just stops it flying off the hook. With herring and mackerel being so soft. Let's have a look at these other ones. They're all good. Oh, you're right.
Come on, this way. Ruby. All smells.
Yeah. This here. Bye.